I saw an item, Business Insider had this, that people are deleting their dating apps because of terrible experiences and an oversaturation on platforms like Hinge and Raya. We talked about Raya. What's the niche? What's the Roxanne? Do you mind?
Nope,
what is the niche that Raya, Raya?
Didn't you have to qualify for it, or didn't we call Chloe where she applied for it to see if she'd be accepted?
You got to be like a certain type or have a certain look.
There's some kind of vetting.
You got to be a celebrity.
It's celebrities, influencers, and high-profile people. That's what they call Raya.
Yeah.
And you have to, apply to get on.
Froggy, you should apply. You've been on the news today.
Dude, twice.
Two times.
No, I guess there's a whole movement here where people are deleting their dating apps like Hinge and Raya after having bad experiences. Last week, a woman said that her date left her stranded at a restaurant after she used the bathroom. Other viral videos are, hitting the online universe. Theories about why dating apps have gone downhill. Oversaturation, companies prioritizing user growth.
I have a theory. Go through that list, and then I'll give you my theory.
The 26-year-old Bianca Stellion posted a video last week saying that dating apps have never been worse than they are now because so many people are on them that the quality of matches has plummeted. She used Hinge as an example, saying that in 2018, the app presented her with a group of men who were exactly her type, but these days the app puts the most desirable people behind a paywall or its standout system, which encourages users to buy roses to match with those people. Listen, everyone's looking for an angle. Everyone's looking for a revenue stream, right?
Did you say roses?
But
or do you want to send those roses, huh?
Yeah. But she argued that even the rose system is flawed because instead of being flattered, receiving a rose can reek of desperation. Let's go to phones on this. Let's, Andrew, let's open up the MJ Morning Show phone lines, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. If you're a dating app user or if you were, have you walked away? Again, the story I have, people are deleting their dating apps because of bad experiences.
Okay, can I give you my two other things that I think are happening?
Yeah.
I feel like there is a subconscious collective movement away from algorithm matching and okay, we want dating to be what it was and love to be what it was initially in this world, which is serendipitous. There's none of that on a dating app when it's just an algorithm pairing you with someone. So by moving to at least other places like social media where you might know someone and oh, you're a good reference. There are other ways to meet people online that feel more authentic and less desperate, like you said, than a dating app.
Let's go to phones. 800-990-1047. Have you deleted a dating app? Or have you deleted multiple dating apps? Have you had a terrible experience on one of the dating apps? Which one? What was the experience? If you want to remain anonymous, that's fine. Hey, we told the story about the woman that had to use the angel shot earlier this week at a bar in Tampa because of a match on one of the dating sites. Guy showed up drunk to pick her up, and then she felt like she was in danger and told the bartender that, hey, do you guys serve angel shots? Let's go to phones. Have you had a terrible dating app experience? Have you deleted dating apps? Any stories you'd like to tell? 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047 is how you get on. Do you agree that people are deleting their dating apps? The story I read seems to be that it's happening in droves, that people are walking away from the online app dating experience. All right, let me put some of these calls on hold because Andrew's screening.
We got more terrible news for you.
800-990-1047. That's how you get in. 800-990-1047. Yes, Fester, what's the new terrible news?
So overnight, I don't know if you've noticed this, the computer that we share did some kind of update or logged everything out and then kind of restarted itself.
Right.
I don't know where our phone screener program is.
Oh, are you
What?
kidding me?
I kid you not.
Oh,
What are we
that-
going to have to
that-
do it the old-fashioned way?
oh my
MJ's just going to have to say,
God.
who's this? Caller, what's your name and where you calling from? Just like the good old days.
So our phone screener program's gone.
yeah, it's somewhere in here, but
I can't see the screen.
I don't know where it is. Okay, so just pick up lines once I get on hold.
That's great.
Have a little fun with it.
All right.
That's
I guess I don't even know who's on hold.
Just say hi. This is
Let
MJ.
me go to.
Talk about dating and meeting people. Meet the people.
Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show. Who's this? Where are you calling from?
Hey, good morning. My name is Hunter. I'm calling from St. Pete.
Hey, Hunter. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show. So, what are your thoughts on these dating apps? And have you had a bad experience? What's the story?
I'm not sure about the newer dating apps like Hinge these days, but I was on Tinder back in the day before I met my wife, and I've had some terrible experiences as far as like going on the actual dates, like being catfished. I had that happen a few times where like I pulled up and it was not the woman that was in the original photo I had seen on the app.
All right. So, of course, catfishing is when somebody will send you a picture that is not them. So you would get a picture that you were attracted to. You go to pick them up, and it's just not even remotely close. It's like they didn't even try to find somebody even remotely similar, right?
Right, not even close. Like, I pulled up to this lady's house. We were going to go on a nice date. This is back when I lived in Jacksonville, Florida. And when I pulled up, she started walking outside, and I didn't know what to do, so I just drove off because it wasn't the same woman.
So
And,
you're expecting a certain type. You saw a picture, so you go to the place. She walks out for you to pick her up, and it is just polar opposite. So you floored it and got the hell out of there.
Yeah, I mean, it was astronomical. I didn't know what to do, so I drove off, and she knew because she texted me, and she was like, "I'm sorry," so she knew what she was doing. But that was my dating experience on the app, so I got rid of it. And I actually ended up, I met my wife on a plane. So for the people that use an app, listen, even though we live in a new day and age and everything's online, you can still meet you still meet in person. So it's I think that's possible. But I've been to. A few of my friends have gotten married through online dating apps, so I think that it just depends.
Hey, there are some success stories. In fact,
There's a lot of success stories.
in fact, Travis Kelce's brother is Jason.
Mm-hmm.
I think I read a story a while back that he met his wife, Philadelphia Eagles player Jason Kelce.
Yep. True story.
Did you just find it?
Yes, I did. They met on a popular dating app, which led them to a happy marriage.
Yeah. Jason Kelce, when he first went to Philadelphia and joined the Eagles, he went on a dating app, met his wife, and got married and has kids with someone he met on a dating app.
Oh, there are plenty of success stories.
Oh, there are.
Tons and tons and
Absolutely.
tons.
But there are lots of, catfish deals like what Hunter in St. Pete's talking about.
Oh, they were Tinder too. Jason and Kylie were Tinder.
Oh, Tinder's like that's the hit and run site. Tinder's like the one night stand site, right?
That's what I was told. But back when I was using it, it wasn't quite like that. It was different. It was like the hottest dating app in the street.
Oh, gotcha.
Right
All
now
right.
they got all these other ones apparently that are better. But like I said, yeah, you're right. It can work, especially for someone like that. It works for him, which is awesome. And I've been to 2 weddings last year that were online dating.
Wow.
And then this year I'm going to another one.
Well, there are absolutely success stories, but then you have the stories where, you show up at the house and you've been catfished. Hunter, thanks for the call. 800-990-1047. All guys are on hold. Where are the women with the really bad dating app experiences? So women, I want to get some female calls here because I got all guys on hold right now. So women, tell us about your bad online dating experience with some of these apps. And again, the story that I have is that people are deleting their dating apps in droves. True or false? Have you done it? 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. George in Lakeland is next. George, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, good morning, guys. Love your show.
Thank you, buddy. What's up?
I was on a Bumble and met this beautiful 57-year-old. I was 63, and we talked for a while. Went on a date. First word out of her mouth when we sat down to have coffee. My previous relationship, he got rid of his dogs for me because I'm highly allergic. I asked her, I said, wait, what part of my profile didn't you understand? It says, if you don't like dogs, swipe left, keep going. And that was it for me. I got up, put $20 on the table, and walked out. She was dumbfounded, like, wait, where you going? I said, see ya, goodbye.
And George, you sound like a real catch.
Leave George alone. George, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you calling.
I mean, not only is he a dog lover.
All right, thanks, man.
All right,
buddy.
All right, Chad. The women are calling in. Rebecca, Shonda, Kay. Hang on. Let me grab Chad in Palm Harbor. Then we'll grab a bunch of female calls here. Chad in Palm Harbor, MJ Morning Show. You're up. Hello.
Good morning.
Hey, what's up?
I actually have two stories. One's a negative. Was on Bumble a long time ago, and yeah, total catfish situation. It was not pretty. I showed up, saw her across the room, and I went, there's no way, and I bolted. On the flip side, more recently, using Facebook dating, I met the woman I've been with, and we just got engaged on Christmas Day.
Oh, look at that.
Well,
Almost
all
3
right.
years together.
But
So
is the quality, let me ask you a question, though. So you've been on the other apps. Is the Facebook dating quality better than Hinge, Bumble, Tinder?
He's marrying her.
I
so
know, but
yes.
He's
had a good experience.
All right, Fester, how about you let him answer the question?
He's the one that said he's getting married.
Chad, shut Fester up.
I tried Tinder many moons ago,
Right.
and it was, pretty much at that point it was, this. I tried Plenty of Fish. My God, Bumble. There's so many other ones. I just had better luck with Facebook dating. I've actually, like I said, I met,
And then you went to Facebook Marketplace and you got a toaster oven too, right?
No, not quite there.
Yes,
that's where we're
Roxanne.
gonna get your wedding
One
gift.
thing. You don't, yeah.
I just
But,
answered my own
Facebook
question.
Dating was the best of them, and it was, after months and months of, okay, hey, it was finally, okay, we had been talking for months, and then she finally one day said, okay, come over, and we met up, and we've been together almost 3 years now.
Awesome. Good story, Chad. Thanks for listening, buddy. Rebecca in Tampa, then Shonda, then Kay. Rebecca, MJ Morning Show, welcome.
Hi, good morning, MJ.
Morning. What's up?
So I use primarily like the Facebook dating app. However, what I found with the men on there, they don't really want to like talk and kind of build any type of like communication or conversation. They just want to like meet up, go on a date, and a lot of it's just like sex. That's what.
So they just want to hook up is what you're saying. Meet up and hook up.
Yes, exactly.
You sound
And I
surprised.
feel like that I dated a few guys off there, but they turn out to be just crazy. There's always something wrong with them. Like they don't have a car or they're living with a friend or, it's like at first they seem okay, but then when you really get into it, it's like, you're like, oh, okay, that's why you're on this dating app, So I haven't had much luck with it.
But then you have the story of Jason Kelsey from the Philadelphia Eagles that clearly there was, a huge career, NFL player, went on Tinder and met his wife, and he's been married for years and has kids.
Well, I do know a lot of people that have had success stories with it, but my sister, she actually met someone on a dating app. They got married, like probably.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your sister was like kidnapped and shoved in a trunk of a car. All right, what, Roxanne, are you laughing or cringing?
I'm kind of a cringy laughy both.
All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You know what? And exactly, you never know. And this guy was in the military,
Right.
so they actually planned this great life after they got married, wanted kids. And then a year later, he's asking for a divorce out of nowhere. He divorces her. They just bought a house together.
Oh, my
She ends
God.
up selling the house. It was a nightmare. It was
Why did he want a divorce after a year? What went south?
he just didn't want kids.
Oh.
She wanted a family, and he didn't want a family.
Uh,
And they planned on a family, and this was just out of nowhere. But turns out he met somebody else, and
so, Rebecca, are you on the dating scene now? Are you messing with the apps, or are you? Did you find someone?
I am. No, I'm still on the app. I just go on there kind of sporadically. I work for myself, so I have a full-time career. So just kind of sporadic.
Were you previously married?
No, I've never been married, and I have 2 children. So
Immaculate conception.
right.
Well, I'm
No, I have a
intrusive.
great career. I have great children.
All right,
I
I'm sorry.
focus on my kids and my career.
Sorry.
So my life's been great.
All right, Rebecca, you sound sweet. Thank you for listening, Rebecca.
Thanks, MJ.
You
have a
bet.
good morning.
You too. Shanda, or is it Shanda in Orlando?
It's Shanda. You
Oh.
got it right the first time.
Welcome, Shanda. You're on.
Hi. Well, I wanted to tell you one story that happened to me, and I've done multiple dating sites, but this was off of Facebook dating. And I met the guy at an ale house. He met me there. We had a few drinks, and then he's like, "Hey, you want to go dancing?" So we decided to go to another bar. And so he decided to drive. But first of all, we get out in the parking lot, and he decides he has to pee. So he pees right there in the parking lot.
Ew.
And then
Whoa.
we go to the bar.
Fester's got a classy move, man.
That's how I do it, man. I understand.
And we get to the other bar, and he's going to meet up with some friends, and we're going to hang out. Well, we get there. He goes in the bar. His buddies aren't there. So he comes back out in the parking lot, and he pees again.
Jeez, he's got maybe
So I said, "Well, I know where there's a good band playing. Let's go there to this bar." And
Well, you know he
His
doesn't have a
prostate check.
he doesn't
Yeah,
have
exactly. I couldn't think of the word. Yeah.
Well, you know he doesn't have a shy bladder, right?
I mean, listen, you may want to introduce him to a urologist or something.
All right, go ahead.
yeah, he definitely has a kidney problem or something. But we get to the other bar. He gets out again, whips it out, and pees in the.
Wait a minute. On the first date, he's already peeing in public 3 times in parking lots?
Yes. So we hang out at that bar. We listen to the music for a little while, but he kept leaving to go use the bathroom or go smoke or something.
Right.
And so finally, we get back in his car. I'm like, I just want to go back to my car. I want to go home. And so we go to leave. He pulls out a flask behind his driver's seat, and it's vodka, and he's drinking that. He's already noticeably like drunk and slurring his words.
Oh, gosh.
And I'm just like, just get me to my car.
Well, why did you get in the car with him if he was already slurring and you perceived
I
that?
don't know. I wanted out. So he gets me back to my car, but he gets out of the parking lot again.
Did he pee again?
Starts talking. He's mumbling and he's peeing again.
Oh, my
I just get in my car and drive away.
That sounds like a great
But
date.
that's not the end of it. He texts me. He's like, "Where'd you go? I wanted a hug." And I'm like, "You don't deserve a hug. You don't deserve anything." And he's like, he texts me again, "Can I come see you? I like your fire."
Can I come see you? I got to pee. Wow, what?
Put out your fire with my tea.
Shanda, what a story.
That was, that's
Well-
probably the funniest one I've gone through.
Thank you, Shanda. Appreciate it. Do you listen to us online on the app?
I drive over in Tampa a lot, so I listen to you on the radio when I'm over there. But I'm here in Orlando today because that's where I live, and I have you on YouTube live stream.
Thank you very much. I'm waving to you right now. There'll be a little delay, but Shanda, I'm waving to you right now on MJTV on YouTube. Okay.
That's hysterical.
Awesome, thank you.
Have a great day.
Oh, man. It goes like 10 times during the date, just like right there in the parking
All
lot.
right, let me grab Kay. Kay's in St. Pete. Kay, you're on the MJ Morning Show. And if you're just tuning in, what launched this conversation is that noticeably people are saying that people are dumping the dating apps, that people are deleting apps for dating, that some people think it's run their course or the quality of the people is just so low that a lot of people seem to be walking. Hey, and we talked about this last year. This came up numerous times last year on the show, that it seems like the online dating app trend was beginning to cool. Kay, St. Pete, you're next.
Hey, good morning. So I'm listening to all of these stories, and I have so many stories myself. I'm trying to decide which one is the best one. So I'm going to take you back to 1999, before Facebook and Tinder and all that, when there were the telephone chat lines. And I met a guy on the telephone chat line. At the time I was 29, he told me he was 30.
Like those commercials that run at 3 a.m. on Great 38?
Party lines.
Something like that, yeah. Exactly. So I meet up with him, and he was a lot older than he told me he was. I'm not sure how old he was exactly, but fast forward, we had stopped seeing each other. I only saw him a couple of times, and then fast forward a few months later, I find out I'm pregnant. So I contact him, and he had told me he didn't think it was him because he couldn't do that. So, so he,
So he was suggesting the boys weren't swimming anymore.
Exactly.
All right.
So we agreed to do the DNA test when the baby was born, yada, yada, yada. Well, I lost touch with him.
Was it his?
Where he ended up moving.
But hold on, was the kid his?
Well, here's the thing. At the time, I didn't really know because I met him when I recently broke up with another guy. So I thought it was the other guy because, the guy I met on the chat line told me he couldn't do that.
All right.
So the baby was born. I had the first guy tested, and it was negative. It wasn't him. So it had to be this other guy. So I lost touch with him, couldn't find him. My son is now 23. I did track him down when my son was 19. He was all for doing the DNA test and everything, but his friends talked him out of it. They told him that I was going to be after him for his money and whatnot. And so he just decided he didn't want anything to do with the whole thing. And my son is fine with it. We're good and everything. But on the positive side, I met my late husband on MySpace, and that was great. We were married for almost 3 years. We were together for a total of 8 years, and then he passed away. And
Didn't Justin Timberlake buy MySpace to try to revive it, and it dudded out again?
Oh, it's
yeah. Anyway, Kay, thanks for the story. And listen, it sounds like you got a great 23-year-old son.
That's the best story?
That's what I was. Yeah, Fester caught that.
You said you had all these stories, and this was the best one?
I met my current boyfriend of 3 years on Tagged, and that's the last thing I had.
Well, hold on. What is that one called?
Tagged, Tagged.
I never even heard of that one. What is Tagged? What is
it used to be social media, just like MySpace, where you could go on and create your own profile and all that. And now it's turned into a Tinder-like style dating app.
Gotcha. Thank you, Kay. Appreciate the call. Thanks for listening.
You should probably stay off of websites, Kay. I'm just saying.
I've always thought. See, I think all of us, we all miss this whole craze, right? None of us messed around with this, right?
No.
I mean, I couldn't. Could you imagine me if I, at this point in my life, had to go on Tinder or Hinge or Plenty of Fish or Facebook dating?
That would be tough.
What would happen?
No, it's just so weird because it's just so transparent. Maybe you would be great on it. That's kind of a theme of today's show, but it's so like, I like you. Do you like me? No, you're not my type. Like nobody talks like that in the real world.
Like what if let's say that Michelle left me or something, and I was getting back into would I like meet somebody else? Would I go on? I'm thinking, would I ever go on these dating apps? Or would I die like a miserable old lonely man?
If those are the two options, I know which one I'm going with.
Which one?
Miserable lonely old man.
Like the movie Grumpy Old Men. It's going to be like living next to each other.
God.
Set you up with Claire in accounting. Let me great.
Let me grab one more call here. James is on the MJ Morning Show. James, welcome.
Hey, thank you. Hey, I got a bit of a happy story here.
Oh yeah, all right. Let's end. Did you just go boo?
Yeah, why break the streak now?
Froggy's go boo
after Kay and the deadbeat dad for 19 years.
Yeah, Froggy wants like a severed head in a box or something.
It's the good stuff.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Go ahead, James.
Well, I'm going to take you on a little background story here. Back to early 2000s, I worked at Circuit City with a girl. And I had a little bit of a crush on her, but she had a boyfriend at the time, so I backed off, didn't do anything, just went on my way. Well, ended up leaving there, lost touch with her, and didn't hear from her for years. And come 2017, I was out of a couple bad relationships. I was about ready to just give up on everything. And one day I was on my computer, and I said, you know what, I'm going to try Match.com. What the heck? What have I got to lose? So I tried it, had a couple bad dates, about ready to give up again. And one night I was searching, and I came across this girl
Get
that I
out.
liked at Circuit City
Yeah.
was on Match.com.
And now she works at Best Buy, right?
Yeah.
Circuit City closed.
But I sent her, I got off Match and I sent her a message on Facebook, and I'm like, she's going to think I'm a creep, I'm just some random guy she hasn't seen in 20 years, And I sent her a message, and she actually messaged me back a couple days later, and we started talking.
Hey, remember we had kind of a moment over by the VCRs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the laser discs.
So we ended up meeting for lunch, and everything went perfect, and we had a real connection. We ended up getting married, and we've been married since 2019 now.
Wow.
And we got a 4-year-old, and we just found out yesterday that we have a second baby on the way.
Oh, look at that. And she knows
Awesome.
She knows whether you should buy a Sony, a Samsung, or an LG, right?
Oh, yeah, she's good on that.
I'm on eBay right now. You can buy a Circuit City shirt and maybe do some role play if you want to spice things
Get
up
out
a
of here.
little bit.
James, good story, buddy. That's great.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Oh, hold on. Is this James that sent the coffee mugs?
Yes, this is James that sent the coffee mug.
That's what I
Oh,
thought.
James.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
my coffee mug. I'm
Yeah.
a big coffee drinker on the weekends.
You did hear what happened to Fester's mug, right?
Yeah, I saw that. I sent a thing in on the text line about it the other day because I saw it behind you broken. I was like, I
Yeah.
saw yours
Total
had
accident.
disappeared. I was a little scared.
No,
Then you
mine's
said you
fine.
took it out.
Mine is home. Michelle used it for tea yesterday.
Mine's great too. Thank you.
Yeah, mine's broken.
Yeah, send Fester a new one.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do about
All
that.
right, thank you, James.
yeah,
Have a
James
great
sounds
day.
like I'll get right on that.
Don't get on it. It's okay, James.
Jump
We're
right
even.
on.